Let's go, pal.
What's up, everybody? It's Young here with a Fallout 4 analysis. Many people on the internet have noticed something very interesting. This mysterious stranger in Scully Square might be an android. If you look at his right hand, you will notice that it looks cybernetic, with Fallout 4 taking place in Boston, Massachusetts, home of the elusive The Institution, which is known for creating humanoid androids. There is little doubt that androids will have some kind of role in Fallout 4's story. Another possibility is that the right hand is just a prosthetic. The reason I say this is because if you take a closer look at the man's face, you can see that he might be a sentient ghoul. Notice how he has glowing yellow eyes, similar to feral ghouls in the trailer. I just don't see why the Institute would make ghoul androids, but then again, anything's possible since so little is known about the organization. Maybe they have their reasons. What do you think? A ghoul with a prosthetic hand or a ghoul android? Now, speaking of androids, here's a little food for thought, and this is just a wild speculation of mine. What if the protagonist is a cyborg, half human, half android? If you watch the trailer, you will notice that the protagonist, the father in the trailer, gets blown away by a nuclear blast, alongside his wife and infant son. We still don't know how he survived the nuclear explosion, but what if his remains were preserved and later cybernetically enhanced and resuscitated during the chunk of time between the Great War and the events of Fallout 4? Or hell, what if his original body was completely decimated and later rebuilt from the ground up as an android in the Institute, with only his memory somehow remaining intact? I honestly can't think of any other way someone could have made it out in one piece from a nuclear blast so close to ground zero. Furthermore, if we assume that the protagonist will be cybernetically enhanced or become a full-blown android, it's possible he would be none the wiser without an activation code. If you recall from Fallout 3, the character Harkness, the android in the quest The Replicated Man, was thoroughly convinced he was human. It wasn't until the Lone Wanderer uttered the activation code, Activate A321 Recall Code Violet, that he remembered he was an android. Perhaps the protagonist will be, in a manner of speaking, programmed similarly. Something else to keep in mind is that according to Kotaku's leaked scripts and documents, players begin the game in a cryogenic sleep chamber, which means the protagonist was put in stasis for a long time after the blast prior to his reawakening. A lot could have happened during that time, including a full cybernetic enhancement or full transformation into an android. But again, this is just wild speculation on my part. It's equally possible that the protagonist somehow survived the blast and managed to retain his human body, but I couldn't tell you how. Maybe the blast was far enough to barely make it out alive. What are your thoughts and theories on the role that androids and the Institute will play in the game? What do you think about the prospect of the player character being an android or cybernetically enhanced? Let us know in the comments below, and to be further updated on Fallout 4, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.